What? One of one. Mookie freaking Betts. Drew Reimer.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
They smell so good. Is it just me, my friends? I know this sounds absolutely horrible. Anybody else here like the smell of gasoline? Give me a hell yeah in the chat. I don't know why. Obviously, I don't huff or anything, to be straight with you. But I've always loved the smell of gasoline. I don't know why. Oh, hell yeah. Wow. I am so peanut butter and jealous, my dude. This is absolutely freaking amazing. Wow. That is a Tyrannosaurus Rex tooth. Dustin, you win, bro. How cool is that? I love it so much. Jonathan over here says, man, 6-year-old Jonathan just peed himself. You're not cool unless you pee your pants. If peeing your pants is cool, then call me Miles Davis. Seattle Mariners. Oh my Lanta. Wow. Check that out, you legends.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Congratulations to the Tampa Bay Rays and Kirk Noah. You just got yourself a Strokes of Gold Junior Caminero. That is a case hit, my dude. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. Damn, brother. And you already know, buddy, that is a rookie. So if that was mine, that would go straight into the pre-grade pile, my dude. Damn. Hey, get out of my head, Kirk Noah. I love you, brother. Thank you. I am so stoked we could pull that together, big man. Wow. Oh, wow. Number 22 out of 25, Jackson Churio. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. Goodness gracious, my man. That is beautiful. You know what that deserves? Junk Wax Nasty. Congratulations, Kirk Noah. 22 out of 25 on the Churio. And that is a triple material relic, buddy.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Holy shiitake mushrooms. How about a fantastic Friday morning banger? How about a little morning wood?
Giggity, giggity.
James Wood. On card. Mojo Refractor. Prospect autograph. Lightning has struck twice, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, Mr. Behrman Sr. Torrey Holt. Jump Wax Nasty. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Congratulations, Dylan Carter. Holy cow there, buddy. Wow. That is not numbered, but that is still absolutely beautiful. Congratulations, Dylan Carter. Amazing. Wow. I am so stoked that I could find that for you, Dalen. Name the 5 best rappers. Dalen, 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 and Dalen. Because I rip hot fire. There you go, buddy.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my.
Very good. Okay, very good.
Gods recognize gods. Who the fuck is that guy?
Beautiful. Yes, it was DJ. But would you just look at it? Our second Kayla Harrison rookie autograph here in the family. Bro, you win.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Jump wax! Nasty! Congratulations, Felicidades Cesar Mendoza. Beautiful tarjeta, mi amigo. And Kayla Harrison is a soon-to-be Hall of Famer. Seriously. One of the best female fighters that we have ever seen grace the planet.
Our old song was baby back, baby back, baby back. It was about ribs cause that was our thing. Our new ribs are bigger, the whole menu's better. So we changed the song to be bigger than ribs. Chili's is back, baby back, baby back. Oh baby, Chili's is back, baby back, baby back.
Oh my Lanta. Oh, Senor Mendoza. And gotta love pack number 4, my brother. Come on. Jump wax nasty. Congratulations, Felicidades, Cesar Mendoza.
Oh my God.
How about stud prospect for the Colorado Rockies? Charlie Condon on the Power Brokers. I know it, Luke, I know. That is absolutely beautiful. 2 out of 8 on the Charlie Condon. And Condon is a stud. Stab it for Brian, then toss it. Your wish is my command, sir. There you go. Pick the paper up, put it in the bag. Bop, bop. Pick the paper up and put it in the bag. Give me a hell yeah if you remember that. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of stabbed wanders. And then he wants us to go ahead and chuck them as well. Double yeet. See ya. Seattle Mariners. Number 2/100. And folks, how about first on print to 100 on the Juan Soto?
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
How about a casual Friday morning bookend, ladies and gentlemen? First on print, Juan Soto to 100. How cool is that? Congratulations to the Nationals, and that is Rob Richardson. Oh, it's backwards. It is a redemption, and oh my Lanta. Wow. Dual autograph, Seth freaking Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Damn. P.T. Barnum. Ooh, you got a Jack Ruby. Jack Ruby relic. Wow. That's fun. I'm putting that one in a penny sleeve for you. We will top load that one before it gets mailed off to you. Mark Bluma. But that is a first here on the channel, my man. That is the very
This is where the transmission came from, right?
Yeah, I heard it. Cracking wax and breaking backs.
Then it's time. Let's go get our spicy water.
Rise and shine. It's the midweek fire. Junk wax vein the pigs, taking you higher. The legends are rolling. The packs are tight. It's Wonderful Wednesday. Let's start it right. We're cracking backs and sipping spicy. J-Cap built that morning's feeling icy. With cardboard heat and caffeine kicks, we're pulling flame and hitting licks. Dalen's live with that morning charm, ripping wax with both sleeves armed. From Julio rookies to vintage gold, these Wonderful Wednesdays never get old. This junk wax got the sorting down, grading dreams in a cardboard town. The legends in chat, always on cue. They woke up early just to vibe with the crew. Live from the J-View Card Club studios. Start your day with a slab and a smile, featuring spicy water, wild pulls, and that signature junk wax energy. WB, feeling great, midweek spree, spicy water, chug it slow. Wednesday wonders steal the show, so toast that morning brew and tap the screen. This Wonderful Wednesday's running pristine. J fills the morning thrill, where legends break with heart and skill. Cracking backs and sipping spicy. J-Down root bad mornings feeling icy. With cardboard heat and caffeine kicks, we're pulling flame and hitting licks. Dalen's live with that morning charm, ripping wax with both sleeves armed. From Julio rookies to vintage gold, these Wonderful Wednesdays never get old. Mrs. Junk Wax got the sorting down, grading dreams in a cardboard town. The legends in chat, always on cue. They woke up early just to vibe with the crew. Live from the J-View Card Club studios. Start your day with a slab and a smile, featuring spicy water, wild pulls, and that signature junk wax energy. Who we be? J-W, feeling great, midweek spree, spicy water, chug it slow. Wednesday wonders steal the show, so toast that morning brew and tap the screen. This Wonderful Wednesday's running full steam. J-Do views the morning thrill, where legends break with heart and skill.
Well, top of the morning to you, you legends. It is so absolutely wonderful to see you on this wonderful Wednesday morning. And oh my Lanta, you absolute legends. We have only been live for literally a few seconds. You just saw this ugly mug, and we have already started a happy hump morning. As always, you incredible human beings. If we take this hype train to a magnificent hype train level 6, we will give away the last, I repeat, the last Junk Wax Vintage Hitbox. Folks, it has been a minute since I've almost run out of hitboxes, and this morning is the last one. But the good news is I have more coming today. They are literally at our mailbox right meow. I just haven't picked them up yet. So if you want to take down that last one, threaten me with a good time. Ms. Bethany, good morning, and thank you so much for smacking that resub button for the second month. It is nice to have you, young lady. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday thus far. Jeff Rotel, good morning, my brother from another mother. Great to see you, Bethany. Thank you very much to the American Dream, Mr. Dusty Rupp, for gracing us with his presence this morning and smacking us with some beautiful biddies. I appreciate that, Dusty. Good to see you, brother. Good morning, Brian Smith. Good morning to my favorite rhubarb. How we doing, John Clunan? Thank you so much for the Fox bits, good buddy. Mr. Wes Dutson, top of the morning to you, legend. Shout out to Desert Heat. Excellent to see you over here again, my brother. Caleb, good morning, you handsome son of a gun. How you doing, Mr. Four? Always great to see you, too. Well, legends, good morning, buenos dias, Kobe Luna. Kevin Curtin, bro. You went back and watched that replay, didn't ya? That is magnificent. Congratulations, Mr. Curtin. You got yourself a couple of juicy juices last night. Duct tape, thank you for smacking the follow button. You are very versatile. Kobe Luna, otra vez, tú sabes, way. Otro magnificent mañana de miércoles. Tú sabes, way. Si mames, way. All right, my dear friends, you know what we must do. We got to start this show the best way we know how. Let's kick on some tunage, shall we? There we go. That's better. Let's flip this bad boy around and bust into our very first item in the morning. Some of that spicy water. Good morning, Dylan Bradley, and he has his very first question of the morning.
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask her?
He says, what's the value on your MJ card there? My dad has 8 of them from his dad and was considering grading them. So that is a PSA 10. I think the value is around $200, somewhere in there. Nothing crazy. But to be honest with you, that's my PC. So I don't even look at the value, if I'm being truly transparent with you, my man. Guten Tagen, Guten Morgen. Mr. Bresnan, great to see you, Hunter. How you doing this morning, buddy? Mr. Ryan Thorius, welcome back, my man. Kobe Luna, exactamente. Kylo, good morning, my man. All right. Oh, you know it, Caleb. And top of the morning to you, Ollie. How's my brother from down under this morning? Down by the Billabong with some blokes and Sheilas. Cheers, brother. Excuse me. Jim Cause, in my humble opinion, so folks, we have a question over here on TikTok. Jim Cause says, are the grading kits worth it? Yes and no. So it all depends on what your desired effect is, okay? You can buy all the stuff that's in those grading kits. You can buy it individually. So you don't necessarily have to buy the kit, of course. It makes it a little bit easier for you. So if you want convenience and you want to grade cards on your own, I could see why that might be appealing. But for me personally, I would not personally choose to buy one of those because I would just grab all that stuff individually off of Amazon, especially if you're planning on grading a bunch of cards, because that kit is only going to get you so far. Does that make sense, Jim? A great question this morning, my man. That is a wonderful question. I've seen a lot of those. So it actually reminds me, I'm not throwing shade, okay? To be very clear, you will never hear me throw shade at another breaker or another human being for that matter. But there's a lot of clever ideas. We'll call it that. Clever ideas. For example, and not necessarily positively clever. For example, you give me $19.99 a month and I'll teach you how to do sports cards. Do not do that. You do not need to pay anybody a dime to teach you how to do sports cards. Cool? You can hang out here for free and you'll get all that information over the years that you will be here. So that reminds me, the grading kits just kind of remind me of a clever idea to generate some revenue, because there is a lot of new people that are getting into grading right now. And there's a lot of people that want to start grading their collections. So they see that and they're like, oh, I can start grading because I have this kit, right? So that's what I think about those, my man. It's not necessarily bad, but it's not super necessary either. That is my 2 cents, which is sometimes worth a wooden nickel. Good to see you this morning, Jimbo. Oh, there you go, Mr. Moser. That's magnificent. Sweet. All right. Good morning, Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko. How you doing, buddy? There you go, James Erickson. Yeah, could be. Absolutely right, my good man. Sounds wonderful, Ollie. And just to let you know there, Ollie, check your email box there, good buddy. Good morning, Wheels. Excellent to see you, Marky Mark and the Wheels bunch. Johnny D, good morning, legend. Great to see you again, Dusty Rupp. I am glad you are doing well, Caleb. I love the positivity this morning, big man. Redbeard, Mr. Grigsby. Good morning, Steven. All right, so folks, we have a full break from last night. We actually did not get through all the breaks last night. We did 3 of them, but we still have 1 left over, Topps Chrome Baseball. We're going to bust into that one this morning. I think we're over halfway on a 5th box of Topps Chrome Baseball. We might be busting into that one as well. And then we're almost halfway on that half case break of Score Football. Now remember, folks, that half case break is 24 autographs. That one's going to be a doozy. Half case, I don't think we've seen a case hit yet, because we did bust into some more of that Score Football last night. Oh, and by the way, folks, congratulations to those of you that got some juice in that football break. Congratulations to those of you that got some juice in the Bo Jackson's Battle Arena last night. Last night was a terrific Tuesday for shizzle. So thank you so much. Oh, hell yeah, Bethany. Smart. I like where your head's at. That is exactly what you should have done. I love it. Good morning, Brant. Bro, did you watch the replay last night? Steely Dan, my dude. And Lupe y Maria, buenos dias, hermanas. Great to see you, amigas. How we doing this morning? Weston K, good morning, sir. All right, slowly but surely, my dear friends, we are getting the whole family up in here. Mr. Bresnan, yes. The Bo Jackson's Battle Arena break last night was pretty damn good, brother. Shout out to Timbo, who got a beautiful autograph. Shout out to Alan White, who got several huge hits out of there. It was amazing. Absolutely right, Mr. Steely Dan. I am so glad you went back and watched that replay. So let me show you something real quick. I just so happen to have a few right here. This is what we pulled last night for Alan White. He got a Jaden Daniels Rad Battle Foil. He got the Chetmate Chet Holmgren on the Blizzard Battle Foil. Shout out to Gonzaga. Patty Merlomes on the Glow Battle Foil. Power level 155. And then the Devin Booker on the Glow Blizzard Battle Foil. That's like a double SP. Beautiful. Congratulations again, Alan White. And I actually still have all the hits out from last night, so I'll just show you real quick. We had the Scotty Barnes on the Barnacle Steel Battle Foil. That went to Mr. Alan White. We had the Alexander Sarr Grandma's Linoleum Super Short Print. Beautiful. And that one goes to Steely Dan. So Brant, if this was mine, brother, I would absolutely send it to Beckett. I would pre-grade it, just to be on the safe side, but I'll share with you. You can also not pre-grade it if you want. So last year, when we submitted a whole bunch of Bo Jackson's Battle Arena, we submitted 3 Grandma's Linoleum. All of them came back PSA 10s. They were pre-graded though, just to be fair, to be transparent. Out of 6 cards that we graded, only one of them came back a 9. Almost all of them came back PSA 10s. So this card stock, I should say, is pretty damn good. So if you want to take the chance and just roll the dice and just send it off without a pre-grade, I would completely understand. But if it was mine, I would probably pre-grade it just to be on the safe side. And if it looks really, really good, I would send it to Beckett and hope for a Beckett Black Label. Because if you get a Black Label, that increases the value of this card by probably close to times 10. Because a Black Label is ridiculously rare. They're very hard to get. So there's a decent chance it comes back a 9.5 and not a 10. But man, it's worth the shot, in my humble opinion. We also had the Miami Battle Foil, CJ Abrams, and I believe this one went to Jimmy Nuge, my Spoken Night brother. It sure is. Chad, good morning, legend. Is that you, Mr. Clary? Oh, Twitch is being funny? Well, I am so sorry to hear that, my man. It does take up more resources on your device, so if you got to be over here on TikTok, I totally understand. How about Donnie Buckets Luca on the Rad Battle Foil? And that went to Kilo Joe Montez. Jay Jetta on the Fire Track Battle Foil. Beautiful. And that one went to Colby Dunlop, our Canadian cousin from the Great White North. How about the Bubblegum Super Short Print? T-Law on the Lawman. Congratulations, Steely Dan, one more time. You win, buddy. And last but not least, Tyreek Hill on the Blizzard Battle Foil. And that went to my cousin, Mr. Brandon Daigle. So there you go. That's what I thought, Mr. Clary. Good to see you over there, Chad. I saw you in the shop this morning. Put a big old smile on my face, brother. Thank you so much. JG, these are called Boba, also known as Bo Jackson's Battle Arena. That is what these are called. But that one is a doozy, buddy. Those gum battle foils can be worth a lot of money. So fun fact, folks, they're actually doing a Bo Jackson's Battle Arena tournament because this is a trading card game. So they're doing a tournament at the National next week. I'm excited to watch. Why, thank you, Reese Lightning. Good morning, Mr. Cooper. Good to see you, buddy. All righty. Oh, by the way, folks, I found a couple of cards I just wanted to show you. So I've talked about this a couple of times. This is from Mr. Lee Gutterman himself to the Junk Wax Vintage Card Club. His best wishes to Dalen and the Junk Wax Vintage Card Club from Lee Gutterman. Pretty cool, right? And then old Scott Bankhead, former Seattle Mariner. And this was actually sent off to Brooks, the 12-year-old. The reason that we pull those pack number 4s to the side. So coincidentally, his pitching coach was Mr. Scott Bankhead. So I said, actually, he offered. He said, hey, if you want to send me a few cards, I'll have him autograph them for you. So I did. I sent him 3 Scott Bankhead cards. He sent back 3 autographs. I gave away 2 of them to the family, and we kept 1. Well, there you go. Okie dokie. You want some more eye candy real quick? Check these out, legends. Have you ever seen the entire Will Ferrell set? From back in the day when Will Ferrell did like a whole day of getting on a helicopter and going to a bunch of different baseball games, putting on a bunch of different uniforms. I think it was back in 2015, if my memory serves me correctly. Good old Will Ferrell. For the Cubbies, then for the Seattle Mariners. How about the Cincinnati Reds on the 1982 design? Diamondbacks. The Padres. The Gigantes. Shout out to Rob Richardson. Thank you, Dylan. For the Angels. The White Sox, 1985 Topps design. 2015 Topps for the Trolley Dodgers. I believe that is a 60s for the Athletics. And then we have some more eye candy. How about a little Allen Iverson rookie? So, folks, I found these in my PC yesterday. Actually, it was Sunday night when I was going through it during my podcast. Kobe Bryant rookie. How about another Kobe Bryant rookie? Gotta love those old school eye jacket Oakleys. I used to have some with leopard print on them. There's a little Austin Riley relic. A couple of Mark Jacksons with the Menendez brothers co-starring. A Rosa Reina. That is from Gilded, Topps Gilded. Numbered to 75 on the Gold Wave. 51 out of 75, 61 out of 75. And then one of my all-time favorite cards in my entire PC. This one's a doozy. Aw, thank you, Dylan. I appreciate that, buddy. Scotty C., I sincerely appreciate the beautiful gifts over here on TikTok. Thank you, Dalen and Scotty. And I know, folks.
Oh, wow.
Check that one out. Double Bo Jackson. And it's numbered to 2. Last on print. 2 out of 2. Pretty cool, right? And at one time, I even had it, the other one, the 1 of 2, I had it liked on eBay, but it's disappeared. I don't know where it went, but I had my eye on it at one point. Guy wanted $750 for it. I could not pull that trigger. But pretty cool, right? There you go, fam damly. Just a little personal eye candy. Alrighty. Let me snag myself a little sippy here, folks. I'm going to refresh. Actually, we need to get into our very first pack of Juicy. Juicy. Junk Wax. Hey, thank you so much, Ollie. I appreciate that so much, my man. Hey, you are very welcome, my dude. Absolutely. Aw, brother, thank you so much for the kind words. I truly appreciate it, Ollie. Glad you're here, my dude. All right. Let's go back to 1991 and get into some hockey. Mikey the Mad Hatter, good morning to the legend of legends of this entire community. Great to see you, my buddy. One of the oest of OGs, and he has a question.
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask?
He says, what's the most you've ever spent on a single card? That's a good question, my brother. You know, most of the big hits that we find, we pull. If I'm being really honest, I haven't paid a ton for any cards. I think the one we paid the most for, I bought a Shohei Ohtani for $500. That was like the most I spent on one card. Unless you're talking about cards that I have purchased for the Junk Wax Vintage hit boxes and repacks. If you're talking about those, I think the most expensive one that I purchased was $750. That was a doozy. I can't remember who pulled that one, but that was a magnificent card. That was last year after the National. Well, good morning, Kevin. Great to see you, my dude. Absolutely right, Dylon. All right, we're going to rip into our first pack of the morning, folks, and then we're going to refresh that shop. So feel free to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com. If you want to snag yourself down something to rip, I am happy and humbled to rip it for you. Alrighty. We start with old Kent Manderville, World Junior Champion. Mario Gosselin. Shout out to John and Kate +8. Paul McLean with a luscious lip curtain. Almost looks like there's a hole in the middle of his face. Harry Howell on the Heroes and some alliteration. Mikey, you paid $350 for a Bryce Harper rookie auto for Nick. Damn, brother. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And that is extremely sweet of you. Love hearing that, buddy. Nice one. How about Dino Ciccarelli? Dave Ellett. Jiri Letal for Philly. Shout out to Mikey1. Mr. Iserman for the Red Wings. Checklist. Brad McCrimmon. Slim with the tilted McCrimmon. Rob Balake. And Rod Brind. Somebody want to help me with that one? Brindamore? Brindamo? Brindamo? Something like that. But there you go. Brindamo? Thank you, gentlemen. I do my damnedest. Brindamore. Brindamore. Excellent. I sincerely appreciate the assistance there, folks. Mr. Brindamore. There you go, legends. Excellent first pack of the morning. Why, thank you, Scotty. He's the Carolina head coach. Very cool. Thank you, Dalen. I am learning in the hockey department. Okie dokie. Let's refresh that shop for the very first time on this wonderful Wednesday morning. As always, folks, it is magnificent to have you today. Thank you for being here with me. Just to show you what we have going this morning, folks. We have some breaks up there. So we have our 5th box of Topps Chrome Baseball 2025 out of our sealed case. I do not think we've seen a case hit yet. Mr. A. Frosty over here on Twitch has a question.
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask her?
He says, would you recommend buying a hobby of Topps Chrome for $335? That seems fair-ish. That's around where we paid also. So I don't think that's too bad. Good question, though. I'd have to double check, to be honest with you. This is our 4th box of Topps Chrome Baseball, and it is full. We're going to bust this one in just a few minutes. Thank you to each of those of you who have participated. We'll put that one up there. And then we have a half case, 6 boxes, 6 hobby boxes of 2025 Score Football. Looking at 24 autographs. Jim Cause, he says, to clarify my question, are grading kits good to see if you should have it graded? I would say no on that one, my friend. And reason why is it's not really going to help you determine whether it should be graded or not. That is really a question that only you can answer, my friend. So everybody grades things for different reasons. And there's really 2 main reasons why people grade stuff. So to finish that off, folks, there is your half case of Score Football. So Jim, there's really 2 reasons why people grade things, right? First and foremost, people are trying to make money. They're trying to increase the value of their card by increasing the scarcity of that card if it comes back in a PSA 10 slab, right? Because scarcity drives value. So for those people who are looking to make profit, that's where my pre-grading comes in handy, because I actually give you a pre-grading report that shows you all the imperfections on that card if there is any, right? The grading kit that you will get only has, I think they do have a microscope, or not a microscope, but a little magnifying glass. So you can kind of get a better idea. You can look at the corners yourself. You can look at the edges. You can look at the surface. You will also need a centering tool. I have a digital micrometer. That's what we use for our pre-grading. But if you snag one of those, you can absolutely do that too. You know, pre-grading is definitely something you could do on your own. You know, you do not have to use mine. The only thing with mine is we kind of have a proven track record at this point. We've gotten back a lot of PSA 10s. And I love showing them off to the family. Slightly selfish. But yeah, Jim, the other reason why people grade cards is because they are trying to protect it long term. So sometimes the actual grade is kind of inconsequential because they're just looking to protect the card. You're never going to sell it. It's going to be in your PC forever. It's got sentimental value. And in that case, the grade kind of doesn't matter, you know, because it's all about your PC. There you go, Kevin. All righty. Hey, Frosty, thank you for asking the question, buddy. Mr. Ollie says, you don't do breaks or rips on NBA cards much? Oh, yes, we do. He says, is there a reason? Is there more demand for MLB or NFL in America? Yes, there is. And especially right now. It's kind of a weird time for basketball right now because we're right before it gets licensing through Topps. And the rookie class isn't stellar. You know, there's no big chase like Wemby or somebody like that. So it's just kind of a weird time for basketball. But we definitely rip a lot of basketball on this channel. We have basketball up in the shop right now. And we also do basketball breaks. We did one last week. Aw, thank you, Nick. And good morning, my brother. Great to see you, buddy. Happy Wednesday. All right, legends, let's refresh that shop for the very first time on this happy hump morning. JG says, do you pre-grade any cards or only cards purchased through you? I pre-grade any cards. So I do have people send me cards almost every single day. Yes, sir. Good question. I agree. You're absolutely right, Brian. Yep. I hope so. Mean Brad Green. Good morning, legend. Great to see you, buddy. Johnny Ward at top of the morning to you. You giant, smiling, handsome son of a gun. Good to see you, Johnny. All right, folks. Ooh, we have some new orders up there. Beautiful. Mr. Isley, Alan White, Bethany. Excellent. All right, legends, if you allow me just a moment, I need to lock in some spots here. And Wes Dutson, I see some 1996 Leaf baseball. And Travis Graham, I see a break spot. Thank you so much, good buddy. Stick Rick, we did Bo last night, my friend. And it is called Bo Jackson's Battle Arena. Bo Jackson's Battle Arena. That is the name of the product, my brother. Papa Rippin', I love your energy, my man. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. So, folks, I know we have a lot of new people here this morning. If it is your very first time tuning into this ugly mug, it is amazing to have you. All joking aside, folks, my name is Dalen, also known as Junk Wax Vintage. You can find me here almost every single morning and almost every single evening, starting and ending your days the right way with some of that juicy, juicy junk wax, a healthy dose of positivity, some camaraderie here and there, and always quite a few laughs. Typically at my expense. So if you are new here, folks, feel free to smack that follow button if you haven't already. I don't think you'll be sorry. And keep in mind, we are live on 5 wonderful platforms almost every single show. So right this second, folks, you can find us on TikTok, Facebook, Kick, YouTube, and the whole rest of the fam-damly is over here on Twitch. So if you want to make the switch this morning, my friends, come on over, baby. We would love to have you. David Table, good morning. Cody, good morning. Slowly but surely, legends, we are getting the whole fam-damly up in here. Good to see you, my friends. Alrighty, I need to lock in some spots. Thank you so much for bearing with me. JG, I am not Hispanic, but I appreciate you asking, brother. Timmy, good morning. Oh, thank you so much, Timmy. I appreciate that. I must have missed that. I did not see old Crippin' Rippin'. But shout out to Crippin' Rippin'. Alrighty. Thank you in advance for bearing with me here, folks. I just got to lock in some spotch. I'm coming to play the schlotch. Give me a hell yeah if you get that reference. All right, Topps Chrome box number 5, spot number 6, Travis Graham. Thank you, Trav and the Travie Bunch. Next, Mr. Piotr, Dylan Pye, a spectacular South Kakalaki. Taking spot number 26. Thank you, Dylan. Next, one half of the Isley brothers, Derek Isley, taking down a Fanatics exclusive blaster from our sealed case. And then in our half case break, the Panthers. Thank you, Mr. Isley. Let me grab that box real quick. Good morning, Bob Mattingly. Good morning, Ernie. Great to see you, buddy. He says, I have a question. Just pulled a Bryce Matthews auto from 2025 Bowman, and he's wearing number 98. However, Bryce Matthews has only worn number 28. Is this considered an error short print? That's a great question, buddy. I'd have to look at that a little further. But good question. I have no idea. Got to be honest with you, my man. I haven't seen that one. There you go, D. We will bust into that in just a moment, buddy. Next, our favorite rhubarb, Mr. John Clunan, taking spot number 24 in our 5th box of 2025 Topps Chrome. Thank you. Much appreciated, John. A nasty New Yorker. Excellent. Next, Mr. Thompson. Oh, squeak. Wonderful reference. Spot number 18 for an awesome Illinoisan, Rick Thompson. Are you here this morning, buddy? Why, thank you, Derek. And good morning, Mikey Koba. I see you. You and I both, good sir. You and I both. Goodness gracious. He did very well last night, didn't he? Lane Valpole. Thank you for smacking the follow button. Snake Guns. Nice to have you, too. Ricky T. Good to see you this morning, Ricky. There's my man. And I just smacked you with a follow, Mr. Thompson. I appreciate your participation this morning, my friend. Thank you so much. And welcome to the family. Got you locked in, Rick. First break magic might just be real for you, good buddy. All right, how about a marvelous Michigander from Tecumseh, Mr. Nick Johnston, also known as Wango Django, taking the Titans and the Jags in our half-case break. Titans and Jags. Got you locked in there, Nick. And also spot number 17 in 2025 Topps Chrome box number 5. Got you locked in there, Nick. Thank you, brother. Speaking of my brother, Mr. Jeff Rotel, my brother from another mother. Taking 11 and 27. Thank you, Jeffro. Always excellent having an OG of the family in a break with us. Thank you so much, Jeffro. Love you, brother. Mr. Alan White. Taking down a doozy this morning. 2023 Panini 3 and 2 baseball. Damn. Allow me just a moment, legends. Mr. Alan White. Are you here this morning, brother? If so, if you would do me a solid and choose left or right, please, I'm going to let you choose your own adventure. Next, while he is waiting, Mr. Weston Kennedy, the Junk Wax Vintage Card Club's most wanted. Spot number 3. Alan says right. Thank you, Alan. We will bust into that one in just a minute, my dude. That's right, Dylon. Good morning, Alex, and thank you for smacking that follow button. Corey D., wonderful to see you this morning, my brother. And Mr. Thompson, you are a first-timer, my friend, and let me share with you. First break magic has happened more times than I can even count here in this family. I hope that happens for you this morning, my dude. All right, Weston, spot number 3. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. Next, Mr. Neil Lukey, a very nice Virginian. Taking spot number 19. Thank you, Luke Neal. If you are here this morning, Luke, let me know. Fiercest TV, is that my actual voice or is it with an effect or a voice changer? This is my actual voice, my friend. But I appreciate you asking so much. Thank you. It is very, very real. You can check out any of my videos. Very real. A lot of people think I'm AI. I have no idea why. That is so bizarre. But you know what? I'll take it. All right, next, Ms. Bethany. Oh, hell yeah. Taking 7 and 9 in Topps Chrome. Thank you, Bethany. See if we can't find you something juicy and taking down some 2024 Panini Prism WWE. Why, thank you, Bethany. There you go. We will bust into that one in just a couple of minutes. I appreciate your patience, Bethany, and thank you as always for utilizing junkwaxvintage.com. Giving us some eye candy this morning. Good morning, Trigga Trev. How you doing, Mr. Bostwick? Johnny Ward, my brother. If you're taking off this morning, buddy, I totally understand. Please do me a solid, though, good sir. Make it a wonderful Wednesday. I know you will. Be good to yourself. Be good to the people around you. Practice that attitude of gratitude. And we'll see you later tonight, legend. Much love to you, Johnny. We'll get into that in just a moment, Bethany. Alrighty. Next is Mr. Dutson, Weston, my favorite desert heat, an awesome Arizonan, taking down one pack of 1996 Leaf Baseball. Excellent. There you go, Wes. Always happy to rip into a hobby pack of 1996 Leaf. Next, we have Mr. Brian Self, my fellow Texan, taking spot number 21. In number 5, got you covered there, legend. And folks, I think we are there. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots open, but it says there's only 3 open. I must be missing something. Let me keep on going here. Jim Cos, you got spot number 23. I got you. Alan White. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I gotcha. Let me refresh that shop real quick. Actually, there could be some new spots taken, and that's probably why I'm missing them. Ah, yes, there we go. Mr. Ray Wells, taking spot number 29. Thank you, Ray. And folks, you already know, if we fill this break this morning, we will bust into 2 boxes of 2025 Topps Chrome Baseball this morning. Mr. Richardelli, taking spot number 22. Thank you, Matt. Another first-timer. Thank you, Matt. Are you here this morning, buddy? Oh, that is very kind of you to say. Fiercest TV. My man. I just smacked you with a follow, buddy. Welcome to the family. And thank you for the kind words, my dude. That is what makes this channel go round. Luke, the red tag over there on TikTok. Thank you so much, Luke. I don't know what to call you, but I'll call you Luke. Thank you, brother. Beam Brian, good morning, and thank you for smacking that follow button. Dylan, yes, I do. Pretty much. Yes, I do. There's Matt. Excellent. Nice to have you over here, buddy. And I just smacked you with a follow, too. Thank you, Matt. Zach Baxter, good morning, legend. Mr. Juvenile, good morning. Ooh, it looks like it's sold out. Thank you, Corey D. And Ray, thank you for sharing out my live. All right, Mr. Steely Dan, taking them boys. And our half case break. Thank you, Bryant. Got you locked in there, my dude. Mr. Borkhart, Eric, another first timer. An awesome Indianan, number 14. In box number 5. Thank you, Eric. Got you locked in there, Eric. Next, Mr. Steely Dan, spot number 13. Thank you, Bryant. We will get back to ripping in just a moment, my friends. Thank you for your patience. I do appreciate it. Mr. Wes Dutson, my awesome Arizonan, taking spot number 8. Thank you, Weston. Beautiful. 2 spots to go here, legends. Mr. Travis Graham took spot number 6. Dalen, you got yourself a spot there also, and I'm refreshing that shop real quick to get those last couple spots. There it is. Mr. Trevor Taylor, Bubba, my fellow Austinite. Taking spot number 28. Thank you, Bubba. And last but not least, spot number 30, Mr. Zach Baxter. Thank you, Zach. There we go, legends. That is the second box that we will do this morning. We are ripping into 2 boxes out of our sealed case of 2025 Topps Chrome Baseball. And this, my friends, is officially release day. We are on our 5th box already, but today is the official release day of 2025 Topps Chrome Baseball. Good morning, Amber. Great to see you, homie, and thank you for your help over here on TikTok. I appreciate it so much. You rock my face off. Twice. All right, my dear friends, we got to get through some family rips, and then we will get into both of our breaks this morning. Cool? Let's do it. Let's see who we're starting with here. We got to do this in chronological order to keep it all fair, right? Okay, we are starting with Wes Dutson. Weston. It will be Weston, Bethany, then Alan White, then Derek Isley. There you go. All of our rips are all queued up. Best of luck to you, Wes. See if we can't find you something nice in here, buddy, from 1996. Good morning, Travis Graham. Thank you for your participation this morning, my friend. I see ya. All right, we have Lyle Mouton for the White Sox. Edgardo Alfonso Rivera for the Mets. Mike Hampton, Kevin Seitzer, and his orchestra for the Brew Crew. Tad Curtis, Roberto Alomar for the Blue Jays. Shout out to my Canadian cousins. How about Ruben Sierra for the Pinstripes? Harry Pendleton for the Marlins. Manny Ramirez before he had dreads for Cleveland. Eric Karros for the Trolley Dodgers. Shout out to Mr. Mikey Koba. Mr. Sheffield, you're adorable. Shout out to the nanny, Miss Fran Drescher. You have Gary Sheffield for Florida. And last but not least, Aaron Sell for the Boston Red Sox. Not a bad pack, my man. Thank you so much, Wes Dutson. It is always my pleasure, good buddy. Always happy to go down memory lane to 1996. It is absolutely my pleasure, brother. Thank you. All right, Bethany. How about we switch it up just a little bit and get into some WWE? Dylan over here on TikTok says, Dalen, what was your reaction on the news about Ozzy? It's very sad. Very sad. But you know what? I choose to celebrate his life. That dude lived far much longer than he probably should have, right? So, fun fact, there's always been this urban myth, and I don't know if it's true. We're about to find out, though, that Ozzy Osbourne was going to donate his body to science when he passed away, because they want to know how he was able to do heroic amount of substances and still live. So what a life that dude had. That's my reaction. You know, I think it was his time, my friend. He was here for a long time, influenced a lot of people, influenced a lot of artists, you know, made a lot of great entertainment, raised children. We should all be so lucky, you know? So good question, my man. Silas, good morning, young Hanson. Great to see you, buddy. Little Hammer, the mallet. All right, my dear friends, for the very first time on this wonderful Wednesday morning, right here in Austin, Texas, you know what we must do. We shout grippeth. And we shout, rippeth. Good luck, Bethany. That is true, Uncle Smitty. He did once take down a line of ants. Also accidentally bit the head off a bat. A live one. It was supposed to be a prop bat. It turned out to be a real bat. Yep. Empty box, Bethany. Pack number 4 to the side because it is tradition. Fiercest TV, what did you think about the passing of Malcolm Jamal Warner? That is very sad. He was very young. And I think it was an accident, right? That's super sad. You know? Shout out to Theo from The Cosby Show. Eric Bellier, good morning, you legend. Great to see you too, E. Alrighty. Excuse me. We're going to go ahead and rip these all down for you, Bethany. And then we will go through them together. As always, my dear friends, top of the morning to you. Great to see each and every one of you. That's what I was thinking there, Bubba. Correctamundo. Ooh, we have a numbered card in here. James MS, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the crew. Exactly right there, Bubba. There you go. All right, one last pack. Brady bruh, thanks for smacking the follow button. Okie dokie. Starting out with a lady, Miss Zoe Stark. About the 8th wonder of the world, also known as Joni Lawler. Rest in peace to the legend, China. Akira Tozawa on the cracked ice. Beautiful. That one is not numbered. Nick Aldis on the prism. Paul Ellering. Meechin. Mr. Anderson. Seamus on the blue pulsar prism. I believe that one is numbered. Correct. That is 42 out of 75 there for you, Bethany. Not too shabby. Ludwig Kaiser, channeling his inner Ian Machado Gary from the UFC. Ooh, how about the Ultimate Warrior from Parts Unknown? Marco Bosco, good morning, my man. Yes, there is some up on the website right now, my friend. Feel free to go check that out. How about China on the cracked ice? Not numbered. Oh, actually, you know what, Marco Bosco? I am so sorry, buddy. We just sold that break out. So I think we'll have another breakup right after the show. Just a heads up. How about the Tribal Chief, Mr. Roman Reigns? Adriana Rizzo, rookie. Solo Sokoa. Wolfgang on the cracked ice. And we're not talking about the puck. That is not numbered. Dirty Dominic Mysterio and that dirty, dirty mullet. All business in the front. All party in the back. Piper Niven. I repeat, we have a Piper down. Old Piper Niven, also known as the Dewdrop. Naomi. That is I moan backwards. Yvonne Dudley. And Josh Briggs, last but not least on the green prism. There you go. Good morning, Mikey One. Your ears must have been burning, my man. I was shouting you out this morning, my good man. Excellent to see you, my brother. How is our innovation lead doing on this wonderful Wednesday morning? Mr. Zach Kickerillo, great to see my brother in recovery this morning. Uploading that one up for you, Bethany, because he is numbered to less than 100. There you go.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic, Miss Bethany. And Alan White, you're on deck, brother. Might want to step into that batter's box, snag a chunk of lumber, start taking some practice cuts, because you're on deck. Good morning, Kevin. Aw, thank you so much to One over here on TikTok. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. Good morning. It's the lady. Alba Fire. Grayson Waller from Down Under. Kelsey Green. And last but not least, Johnny Gargano. Coming through the ropes on the green prism. There you go. Ms. Bethany. a beautiful box of WWE. That is a magnificent way to start our Wednesday. Thank you so much, Miss Bethany. And I sincerely hope that that is just another beautiful rip in a long line of beautiful rips. Hey, thank you, my friend. All righty, Mr. Alan White. Are you ready, brother? Let's get into some Panini 3 and 2, shall we? So this is a high-risk, high-reward type of box. And I sincerely hope I find you something juicy. Good luck, Alan. As always, my friend, thank you so much for putting on a movie for the family here. That's right, Richard, you know it. Thank you, my good man. All we need is some onomatopoeia. We'll be good to go. All right, brother. Here we go. I'm not looking at those intentionally. Let's get into our pack first. All right? Empty box there, Alan. Oh, absolutely, Dylan. You betcha. My brother in recovery. Shout out to Jake the Snake. Ooh. Ventura. I heard animals in there, Ventura. I'm sorry, Mr. Chickadance. I thought you were somebody else. Robin Ventura. Number to 99. Oh, Cool Papa Bell. To 99. Ken Griffey Jr. to 150.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
That is gorgeous.
Oh my.
Emotional damage.
Congratulations, brother. Woo-wee. 6th on print to 150 on the Ken Griffey Jr. Congratulations, my good man. I am top loading that one up immediately. Hell yeah. Well, there you go. Ask and we shall receive, Alan White. I said I hope I can find you something juicy. Bang. All right, let's see what we have here, the autographs. Ooh, Mr. Jordan Lawler. And that is a triple material patch to 25. Nice. On the prospect jersey. That looks game used, too. 17 out of 25 on the Jordan Lawler. And last but not least, RPA 225 Oscar Coca-Colas for your White Sox. And that is also numbered 6th on print, 225. Beautiful. Nice box for you, Alan White. Thank you, my brother. Folks, if you allow me just a moment, I'm going to sleeve up all the numbered to 99s. Toddy Todd, good morning, my man. And thank you, Reese Lightning. You are correct. That is beautiful. Damn right, Corey Bader. Thank you, Jeff Rotel. I need to bust into some brand new 75ers. So for those of you that are unaware, we do make our own supplies here on this channel. So we make 35 point, 55 point, 75 point, 100 point, and 130 point size top loaders. Shameless plug. Coolord, good morning to my brother in the Philippines. How you doing there, buddy? Good to see my international family. Couple of brand new top loaders here for you, Alan White. There you go, buddy. And I'm going to put these right back into the box from whence they came. There you go, brother. Thank you as always, Mr. Alan White. Let me put his name on that one real quick, and excellent. Mr. Isley, are you ready, D? Because you're up next, and then, folks, it is break time. Danny Mack, welcome back, my brother. Great to see you. It is a wonderful morning here in Austin, Texas, and I am absolutely stoked to see my international folks this morning. Good to see you, Danny Mack from the UK. Alrighty, let me snag myself a little sippy. Thank you, Derek Isley. Ollie has a question. He says, what's the best buy-sell platform of trading cards or rare playing card decks? Ooh, that's a good question, my friend. Probably eBay, I would say, is the biggest one. Kevin O'Brien, say, D, whence he came. Do you travel east? Sometimes. Good morning to my Pacific Northwest pal. Good to see you, Richard. Cade Rushi, good to see you, young man. We made it to Hype Train level 12 last night. By the way, folks, that was incredible. I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for taking us to that magnificent Hype Train level 12 last night. And congratulations to Justin Miller, who won both of the hitboxes. That is crazy. That has only happened twice now in the history of this whole channel. So congratulations to Justin Miller. Damocles, good morning. My brother from Down Under. Good to see you. Thank you, Danny Mac. We sure are. It is great to see you this morning, my friend. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, brother. And thank you so much for the donut. That does not go unnoticed, and that helps to keep this whole thing on the rails, my friend. Thank you. All right, Derek Isley. We are down to our last family rip before it is break time. Let's do it. I am with you, General Borky. That is true. If you want your product to be on the largest market on the planet, you do got to pay for it. Gosh dang it, I know it. So there is another platform that's called Mercari, Mercari. That is decent also, but you got to really be careful there because there's a lot of people trying to take advantage of the ignorance of some people in the hobby. So they'll list cards for like twice what they're worth. So you just have to kind of have your head on a swivel over there on Mercari. There's also ComC, which started as an eBay store and now they have their own thing. Pack number 4 to the side. ZWW, we are doing not one, but 2 2025 Topps Chrome Baseball hobby breaks out of our sealed case. All right, we're just going to rip all these down. We'll do this in a couple of rounds for you, Derek Isley. See if we can't find you something juicy. Thank you so much, Ollie. Yes, it was amazing. Feel free to go back and watch that replay, brother. And Legends, just a friendly reminder, all you have to do to watch a replay, if you go to YouTube, I think YouTube is prime spot to watch a replay, okay? If you go to YouTube and in the search bar, you type in Junk Wax Vintage, all one word, no punctuation, no spaces. You actually don't have to capitalize it. I just did. It's a habit. Stunting is a habit. And then you got to put the date in just like that. Month, date, and year using backslashes. Not dashes, not periods. Got to be backslashes just like that. So if you find any date, pretty much, you can go back and watch any show. So there you go. Damn right, Uncle Smitty. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. All righty. Mikey the Mad Hatter.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. Toddy Todd, we are out of Bo Jackson's Battle Arena right now, my friend. I am so sorry. Those are the only 2 boxes we had, but we're looking for some more soon. All right, 1/3 of the Brothers Naylor. I love you, Mikey. Taiwan Walker. Brady Basso. A través el Basso. John Berkey. Just shout out to James Berkey. Zach Gallen. Gustavo Campero. Evan Smith. Joey Bart. Numbered to 250. Connor Gillespie on the purple schmeckel. Nice one. For our Clevelanders. Cody Belly. Well, good morning, Mr. Amerman. Great to see you. Steven, we are ripping 2025 Topps Series 2 right now. But we're about to get into some 2025 Topps Chrome here in just a moment. Eddie Rosario on the Rainbow Logo Fractor. Aaron Carpenter. Diaz. Rosario back-to-back Padres. Schneeman. Melendez. Nolan Gorman. Neely. Boyd. Ray Turner. He's got the juice. Tatis. The Nando variety. My PC. Mr. O'Neal Cruz for the Pirates. Elias Diaz, so nice. We have seen him twice, and that is a Rainbow Logo Fractor. Michael Conforto, Javi Baez, Casey Schmidt, Big Ben Kasperius, Adam Wolfenstein, Austin Wells, and that luscious lip curtain. Beautiful. Chaz McCormick, Grant Holman, Bayo, Baderade, shout out to Corey. George Springer for the Blue Jays, shout out to my Toronto neighbors. Atraves El Baso, Mr. Basso for the second time. Edgardo Enriquez, Zach Geloff, Tyler O'Neill with the saltine crackers behind him. If you know, you know. Byron Buxton for Minnesota, laying it out. Tobias Myers, Carlos Rodon, Justin Bieber, Juan Soto, Luis Angel Acuna, back-to-back Mets. Kirby Yates, the Polar Bear, Mr. Pete Alonso on the Stars of the MLB. 1/3 of the Brothers Naylor on the Rainbow Logo Fractor. And Alec Marsh for the Royals, finishing that one off. That was a wonderful round number 1 there for you, D. Mr. Amerman, I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday, good buddy. Welcome back. Mark Kelly, thank you for the beautiful gift. And Amber snuck in a couple of goats on me. Thank you so much, Amber Wright. I see you, my friend, and I truly appreciate those gifts. And Mr. Vallejo, putting a hat and mustache on me. Thank you so much, good sir. It fills in this mustache. Okie dokie. Round number 2. Thank you so much, Alan White. I appreciate the heads up, always. I will pull that one for you. I would do the exact same thing. Steven says, do you remember that confusion with my last order? I do not, right off the top of my head, my man. Is that something that we can talk about behind the scenes, or what are we thinking there, Steven? Kind of hard for me to handle stuff during my live show here, my dude, but happy to address that right after the show. Papa Mango, welcome back, buddy. It is awesome to see you this morning, my man. Happy Wednesday, and thank you for the positivity. All right, we have Mr. Kerstadt, the Tigers, Spencer Strider, with another luscious lip curtain. Lucas Urseg, Belozo, Isert, Christian Walker, Michael Kopech, Babe Ruth, and luscious Lou Gehrig on the duel. Nice one. Kevin Alcantara on the Stars of the MLB, rookie for the Cubbies. Old Willie Wagner on the Rainbow Logo Fractor, rookie. Andre Palante, Brandon Dandruff, Jose Tena, the Mets, Alex on the Cobb, Johan Rojas, Mr. Hazler, good morning, Mason. C-Bus, welcome back, buddy. JT Gin, Johnny DeLuca, Pennington, Mason Miller, Alake. Shout out to Jay Quellen and Principal O. Shag Hennessy. I'll see myself out. Austin Gomer on the Logo Fractor for Colorado. Brandon Lockridge, Blaze Alexander, Jason Foley. He's got the juice. Tatis. Spencer Torkelson, Singleton, chucking some lumber. Victor Paso Robles, mid-bubble. Billy Cook, Nick York for the Pirates on the Schmeckel. Beautiful. Nolan Arenado on the 1990 All-Star throwback. Kumar Rocker for our Texas Rangers. Shout out to Cesar Mendoza, rookie on the Stars of the MLB. Jamer Candelario for WKRP in Cincinnati on the Logo Fractor. Merrill Kelly. What's up, Mookie? What's up? Mookie. Yandy Diaz. Isong Kim. Alverson. Elio Ramos. Griffin Conine. Reynaldo. Frankie Montes. Juan in a million. Yepez. Ray Turner on the Stars of the MLB. Sal and his free licks on the Rainbow Logo Fractor from Milwaukee. And What You Doing in My Waters, Mr. Drew Waters.
Come on, Craig.
All right, Mr. Isley.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic for you, D. Good luck, brother. You know it, T.O. Smitty. D nice. Gotcha, C-Bus. Roger that, my friend. And thank you, Mr. Mason. That is very kind of you to say, brother. I truly appreciate the kind words. All right, we have Cutter Crawford for the Bo Sox. Jose Julio Iglesias. Sans Mole. Luke Rayleigh. Michael Hellman. Dominic Fletcher for the White Sox. Jenny Jones' son, Jared Jones. Two in blue. Speaking of Mookie. And Freddie with his unusually perfect teeth. Garrett likes to crochet in his free time. Kumar Rocker, so nice you got him twice on the 1990 throwback. Junior Caminero. Home Run Derby runner-up. Taiwan Walker for the Fightin' Phillies. I'd like to have a go-around with that Philly. On the logo fractor. City Connect uniform. And always driving a Pontiac. Mr. Mickey Moniac. And that finishes off the box for you there, Derek Isley. Thank you as always, my friend. I'm going to go ahead and top load this one up because it is a rookie card. So just in case, you just never know, we'll stay safe on that one. Thank you as always, Derek Isley. That is a wonderful way to start our Wednesday, my brother. As always, much appreciated. All right, legends. I need to handle just a spot of housekeeping here, and then it is break time. From 2025 Topps Chrome Baseball. Thank you again, D. I'll be right back. I have that very sealed case right here. Hello there from Down Under. Good to see you, Jacopo. How you doing, buddy? Mabohey. There is box number 4. There is box number 5. The combo number 5. Sorry about that. Had to handle a little housekeeping. Mr. Hazlerman. Hazler. Mr. Mason. Thank you so much for smacking that follow button, my friend. Welcome to the family. Cheers. Roast. Pinkies up because we're fancy. Alrighty. This is box number 4. But you know what we need to do here, folks? We need to randomize this little bad boy. Find out who gets what. So, my friends, if you would do me a solid, please either memorize the spots that you have, or just go ahead and screenshot that list. Because we're about to do a randomization of all the teams, and you're not going to be able to see this list. And you might even want to know what teams other people have in case you want to trade with them. So I always advise just go ahead and screenshot that list. You can delete the picture as soon as the break is over, but it might help to have that list. Thank you so much, Mr. Mason. I truly appreciate that, my man. And you know what? I can't follow everybody, Mr. Hazler, but I got you. Welcome to the family, Mason. This entire community is filled with positive people just like yourself. Welcome to the family, buddy. I think you're in the right place. C-Bus has a question.
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask her?
He says, other than sports card, what you like to do when you're not breaking? I work. Pretty much nonstop. That is what I do. But you know what, brother? I do what I love. So I'm a very grateful human being. But I will not fake the funk. I work pretty much nonstop. From the moment that I get up in the morning, I am in here. So this morning, I'll share with you my morning this morning. I woke up at about 6:30 a.m. and we still had the breaks last night, and I had to handle those. So the 6 hobby box football break, I had to bag that one up this morning. The Bo Jackson's Battle Arena break that we did last night, I had to go through and bag all those up, go back through them, make sure everything was where it was supposed to be. I spent the first hour and a half or so working on that, and then the next 30 minutes or so setting up the show for this morning. And then as soon as we're done this afternoon, I'll head right back to pre-grading. I have about 150 card queue in pre-grading. So I'm going to be pre-grading for a minute. And then I will be preparing for tonight's show after that. And then we will be live tonight for probably 4 or 5 hours. And then after that, I try to eat some melatonin and put my ass to bed. So, and then I wash, rinse, repeat almost every single day. So sometimes, if I have some free time, I will play some Call of Duty Zombies. That is like my favorite pastime. If I have some free time. That is correct, Reese. But you know what, folks? Like I've said before, that is not a woe is me at all. I get to do what I love to do on a daily basis. And if I had to choose, either work 24 hours a day doing something that you love, or work 8 to 10 hours a day doing something that you don't, I'll take the 24 hours a day. No problem. Dalen, do I go to many card shows? I do. That is correct, Mr. Hazler. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And folks, remember, I built this thing over the last 4.5 years. So when I first started this, it was not like this, right? I was shipping maybe 2 or 3 packages a week. Now, we're shipping 300 to 500 per week. It is truly astonishing. So thank you so much for being a part of this community. Love you so damn much. Jax P says, how do you do breaks on TikTok and how do you list items for sale? Also, any tips on shipping? I actually don't list our breaks on TikTok, my friend. We have our own website. Thank you so much, Mr. Moriarty. I appreciate that, brother. That is correct, Mason. So the coolest thing about this community, folks, is it has grown extremely slowly but surely. And that is exactly how I want it, because that allows me to get to know each and every one of you. So if you've noticed, almost every single name over here on Twitch, I can call you by your legal name. A lot of you, I know how many children you have. I know what you do for a living. I know what your children do for sports. So I think that is the special part of this community. It is a true family that we have built slowly but surely over the last 4.5 years. And folks, we still have a long way to go. Even though we've been doing this for the better part of 5 years, we still have a long way to go. We still do not have a direct relationship with Topps. We still do not have a direct relationship with Panini or any card company for that matter. So we still have a long way to go, and you can still call yourself a founding member of the JWVCC. So if you are new here this morning, folks, just a friendly reminder, my name is Dalen, also known as Junk Wax Vintage. You can find me here almost every single morning, ripping packs, cracking backs, and having an absolutely splendid time with the rest of the family. So if you are new here, my friends, feel free to come over here and join us on Twitch. The whole rest of the fam-damly is over here waiting for you, and the water's fine. We also have our own website. So if you want to go check out junkwaxvintage.com, please feel free to do so. Would love to have you. And you can create yourself an account at junkwaxvintage.com for free. Just a heads up. There you go, Corey Bader. My man. Brian Self. Sorry, just got here. Will box 5 break this morning? Yes. Yes, it will. We're doing this one in box number 5 right behind it. All right. Hey, David Mesa. My man. So we actually have a link. So if you have not sold on Whatnot before, and if I have inspired you to want to sell on Whatnot, do me a solid, my friend. Let me show you something. And actually, folks, I'll show you all something. Give me just a moment here. So on my TikTok profile, if you go to my TikTok profile, it looks like that. You see that link tree right there? You want to use that link tree. Tap. It's going to pop up a menu at you. You want to follow the link tree, okay? On the link tree. A couple of things here for you, folks. If you want to come join us on Twitch, it is that icon right there. All of these white icons are platforms that you can follow us on. Please feel free to do so. I sincerely suggest Instagram because that is where you'll see our weekly schedule. But the point of bringing this up, you see this one right here? David Mesa, and anybody who I have inspired to sell their own cards on Whatnot. If you use this link right here, we both get hooked up. So feel free to use that link and sign up for Whatnot, and I appreciate you doing so. Mr. Ernie Larson. Shout out to Ernie, who's the very first one to use that code. Much appreciated, Mr. Larson. That was a very pleasant surprise one day. Hatalastus, thank you for smacking the follow button. Josh, he says, do you ever do any radio or commentating? You have the voice for it. That is very kind of you, Josh. I do not. I would love to get into that. Galaxy Gift. So how we get a direct relationship with those card companies is consistency and time and a lot of effort. That's how. All right, legends. Thank you so much for your patience. I hope we have this list memorized by this point. Let's do some randomization, shall we? Big shout out to our buddy Rachel, who snagged us this handy dandy little dice tray. Krabby Rob Benoit, shout out to my Prince Edward Island pal, and Macho Danny Savage.
Ooh, yeah.
Good morning, legends. Lucky number 3. 2 and 1. 3 it is. It always reminds me of the Tootsie Pop Owl. 1, 2, 3. 3. Give me a hell yeah if you get that reference. All right, legends. 3 times. I gotta load in some baseball teams here, because we have Bo Jackson's Battle Arena in there from last night. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Better. All right, legends. Good luck. All right, 3 times. Here we go. 1. 2. And if you are so inclined, you can start trading your teams. Right? Meow. There you go. I will give you a moment, folks. My TikTokers, I do apologize. I know this is not the most entertaining thing in the world to stare at a break sheet. But I am allowing everybody to have a couple of minutes to trade their teams. Thank you, Amber Wright. Thank you, Dalen. Thank you, Macho Daddy Savage. You know it, buddy. Absolutely. Richard, Prince Edward Island, your great-grandfather was born there. Small world, my man. There you go, Ollie. Nice guess. Good guess, Brian Smith. And Ollie says Twitch is the best platform to watch this show on. It's literally just a simple download of the app Twitch. It'll take 5 seconds, people. Seriously. I appreciate that, Ollie. Thank you so much, buddy. You know what? As always, folks, I would love to have everybody over here on Twitch because I do believe it is the best viewing experience for this show. However, I'm also very understanding that Twitch does take up more resources on your device than TikTok does. So if you need to be over on TikTok, if that works better for your device, no problem. Just glad to have you here as always, legends. Good morning, Mr. Jason Russell. How is our Canadian cousin? Mr. Zach Kikarillo says, you have indeed started a family, not just a business, brother. And you have... That is extremely kind of you to say. Thank you so much, Mr. Kikarillo. Hit me in the fields over here, buddy. Thank you. Glad you're here, brother. Miss Garcia, asking to trade for the Blue Jays. Gracias, Maria. Kobe Luna would like to trade for the Minnesota Twins. That is correct, Dylan. Yep. Correctamundo, my man. So the list of people is here on TikTok. The list of teams is over on Twitch. Rami Gloria, asking if the Astros are for sale. So this is a random break, my friend. And the Astros are number 24. That is Mr. Ryan Fenger. So Ryan Fenger, if you are here this morning, buddy, if you want to sell your Astros, there's a guy over here that'll buy them from you. Mr. Rami Gloria on TikTok. So Rami, if you want to come over here to Twitch, Ryan Fenger is over here on Twitch if you want to buy those Astros. Oh, hell yeah. Never mind. They have been traded for. That is a done deal. So I see Astros for the Twinkies. And thank you so much, Ryan Fanger, for using the trading system. That is so helpful. I appreciate that more than you will ever know, my friend. 29 and 24. So Ryan Fanger, you're going to have your Minnesota Twins, my brother, in number 24. Love it when that works out. And Kobe Luna, you have our Houston Astros in number 29. I agree, Amber. I agree. He is very, very lucky. That is true. He also buys a lot of spots, though, so that helps. Corey Bader, I cannot agree more. Hats off to Mikey 1. Spot on, my man. Can't even imagine this show without that fella. Love Mikey. Shout out to our innovation lead here in the family. All right, legends. It looks like the trading has come to a dull roar. There you go, Reese Lightning. Nailed it. All right, folks. If you want to screenshot that list, feel free to do so. I'm going to turn this list around and lock them in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm such a dork. All right, legends. Thank you for bearing with me for just a moment. I need to lock these teams in here. If you need to use the restroom, if you need to go grab yourself a fresh beverage, now is a perfect time to do it. All right, Mr. Alan White, the Fightin' Phillies. And oh, by the way, legends, we are working on something behind the scenes that is going to completely eliminate my need to write on paper. So, again, I will say one of the coolest parts of this channel is you literally get to watch it grow before your eyes and watch it evolve. And one of the things that is part of our evolution is moving past writing on paper. But we have done it for 4.5 years, so it's not going away quite yet. Hey, no worries, Mr. Hazler. Thank you so much, Mason. Have a wonderful Wednesday, buddy. And we will be back here tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Pacific. So hope to see you tonight, buddy. Reese Lightning, yes, we're getting another case of 2025 Donruss in today, I believe. And you will see some more up there in the shop, you betcha. All right, Mr. Guthrie Hume, the Atlanta Braves. Brandon Moriarty, our favorite fajita, taking the Yankees. Boston Bill Cormier, number 4, the White Sox. Alan White, number 5, your Kansas City Royals, my friend. He got his PC team organically. Nicely done, Alan. Richard, Mr. Blast Boogie, number 6, the Boston Red Sox. Alan White, number 7, the Baltimore Orioles. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. Hey, thank you, Mr. Hazler, and you're in the right place if you're looking for positivity, my good buddy. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you. Alamo 210, my fellow Texan. I'm right up the road in Austin, brother. Nice to have you. And my son just moved up here from San Antonio a couple of days ago. And I lived in San Antonio for a few years myself when I first moved here to Texas. Stephen Jacobson, thank you for sharing out my live, you big sweetie. Chris Krawiak, number 8, my Seattle Mariners. Richard Blast Boogie, number 9, the Mets. Bob Mattingly, number 10, the Cardinals. Shout out to our St. Lunatics. Jeffro. Maria Garcia, Blue Jays, number 11. Brian Ringer, Mr. Giggs, taking the Brew Crew. Ernie Martinez, number 13, the Rockies. Balake Juno, number 14, the Trolley Dodgers. Alan White, number 15, Padres. Hey, nice to meet you, Alamo 210. And I just smacked you with a follow, my dude. Welcome to the family, Mr. Diaz. Bienvenidos a familia. Y lo siento por mi español porque soy muy gringo. Es verdad. Randy, his thoughts on Cyril Gahn getting the first shot at Aspinall. I think he's had a few shots at the title now. Is my call. But I think it's going to be a good fight. I think it'll be good. We shall see. I think the dude's a stud. Unless he's fighting John Jones. Padres for Mr. Alan White. I'm just excited to see Tom Aspinall fight. They've had him on the shelf far too long. Texas Rangers for Alan White. Johnny D, number 17, the Angels. David Table, number 18, the Diamondbacks. Luke Neal, number 19, the Nationals. Alan White, number 20, the Marlins. Bryant Steely Dan, number 21, the Tampa Bay Rays. Richard Blast Boogie, number 22, the Gigantes. Shout out to Rob Richardson. Guthrie Hume, number 23, the Guardians. Alan White, number 25, the Cincinnati Reds. Brad Green, number 26, the Athletics. Reese Lightning, Mr. Miller, number 27, the Detroit Tigers. Reese Miller, if you're here this morning, let me know, buddy. Brad Green, number 28, the Cubbies. And last but definitely not least, Mr. Alan White, number 30, with the Pirates. There you go, legends. Would you do me a solid? Take a gander at that list. If it looks accurate and appropriate, will you please hit me with a hell yeah in the chat so I know you're ready? Thank you, thank you. Nick, I have had a witch. Yes. You think Pavlovich would have been better? Okay. I see where your head's at there. Reese Lightning says, hey, Dalen, when that redemption comes in, I'm going to have you keep it for a pre-grade. Magnificent, my friend. Good call. Thank you, Reese. There we go, Mr. Miller. Thank you so much. I'm wonderful to have you over here on Twitch. All right, legends, I think we're current. I think we're good. Let's go. Box number 1 of 2. Good luck. It was good, Nick. Yes. If I remember. All right, let's go. You know, your best bet there, my man, is to look up Yelp. See if you can find a Yelp review there, Nick. An old witch. I don't know if I should be like the gold standard for determining whether you should have witch or not. I gotta be honest, I've only eaten there once. But it was pretty good. Alrighty. Empty box. Pack number 4, Ectomy. Because it is tradición. Tu sabes way. As always, my friends, we will bust all 4 of those last. Good luck. There you go, Randy. I like it. Me too. Excited to see that rematch with Magomed Ankalaev. Mr. Jones. Good morning, Drew. Mr. Jones and me. Top of the morning to you, my brother. Good to see you, Drew. Making my morning as always. Our magnificent Mets fan on this miércoles. All right, here we go. Secondhand Collectibles asks, why the 4th pack to the side? I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Tyler Fitzgerald. I see a secondhand. Oh my Lanta.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Balake Juno. Holy crapola. That is frickin' huge. Roki Sasaki Blue Refractor Auto. So I believe that one's going to be numbered to 150. You win this morning, buddy. That is a bub banger. And of course, if you want me to redeem that for you, I'm happy to do it for you. But if you want me to send that off to you and you can redeem it, totally okay too there, good buddy. Congratulations, Balake Juno. Damn! That is a magnificent way to start our breaks. Woo! Congratulations, brother. Acuna Matata. Pedro Leon. William on the Contreras. Ilber Diaz. Ryan Bliss. Balake Dunn. Nolan Arenado. The Polar Bear on the Prism Refractor for the Mets. Schwarbs on the Power Players. Christopher Morel, the Mushroom. Shout out to Sam Shope. It does, Steven, yes. Mad Max, Matt Shaw, Michael King on the Refractor for San Diego, and Quirky Casas, last but not least. There you go. Heck of a first round. Congratulations, Balake. Woo. Round 2. Well, good morning, Patrick Richardson. How is my brother from another mother on this wonderful Wednesday morning? Great to see you, OG. I got some more wanders for you, Patrick. Whole bunch of them. There you go, Ollie. That's right. Alrighty. Round 2. Shane, the man, McClanahan. Matt Strom with his Locks of Love. Anthony Volpe on the Future Stars for the Pinstripes. Julio Rodriguez for our Seattle Mariners. Outstanding. Wyatt Langford on the Rookie Cup. The Pasquatch. Vinny Pasquantino on the Prism Refractor for the Royals. Going to Mr. Alan White. Nacho Alvarez Jr. on the Rainbow Rookie. Refractor. Alonso, Mackenzie Gore, Angel Martinez, Bryce Hampa on the Power Players. Always drinking that Haterade, Josh Hader. Luis Severino, one half of the Brothers Young. He's got the juice. Tatis on the All Etched, and Spencer Barry Horowitz. The Jobber, finishing that one off. Brock and Taryn, thank you for smacking the follow button. All right, folks, round 3. Brian Smith, box 4 is chillin'. This is box number 4 in chronological order, my friend. You already know. I always pull out that box number 4. It will be ripped last. Yep. All righty, round 3. Starting off with Devin Williams for the Pinstripes. Jesse Winker. Jacob Wilson. Nice one. On the Rookie Refractor. Nice. Justin Henry Malloy. Jackson Churio for the Brew Crew. Back-to-back Brew Crew with Garrett Mitchell on the Prism Refractor. Always on sale for the Atlanta Braves on the All Etch. Jung Hoi Lee, Billy Cook. Always drinking that Haterade. 15 out of 99 for the Astros. Felicidades, Kobe Luna. Beautiful. Mr. Tatis. So nice, we have seen him twice. Flossie Blossie, Logan Webb, Mazur. Austin Riley for the Braves on the 1990 Throwback Refractor. And Richard always giving us fits for the Boston Red Sox. Round 3 in the books. Just leaving that one up for you. I think so. Also, Reese Lightning. And remember, folks, we do have another sealed case of 2025 Topps Chrome coming in, I think, tomorrow. So lots and lots of Topps Chrome coming. And I think we might even try to do a half case break of Topps Chrome also. But we shall see. My friends, this is round number 4. I see you, Jeffro. Careful, sir. How did you get the beans above the Frank? You already laid the tracks. Now all you got to do is back it up. Give me a hell yeah in the chat if you got that reference. Leaving up that Jacob Wilson for the Athletics. Believe it or not, his market is on fire, Brad Green. So you might be able to sell that one raw for a few bucks. Alrighty, here we go. All right, Nolan Gorman. Thank you, Jeffro. Nailed it. Luis Arias, the Silver Slugger for San Diego. Connor Norby, always on sale. Paul Goldschmidt, your 2022 MVP. Your World Series MVP with his annoyingly perfect teeth. Mr. Freddie Freeman on the Prism Refractor. And shout out to Jimmy News, who just got his autograph a few days ago here in the front yard. Kevin Alcantara on the Rookie Refractor for the Cubbies. Will Warren, Carlos Narvaez, Riley Green, to 99 for the Tigers. Mr. Reese Miller, first break magic for you, buddy. Congratulations, Reese. That's a pretty one. Mr. Sondergeld, good morning. Mr. Feltman, you nailed it. Thank you, Chad. There we go. Finishing strong on round number 4. We have Paul Skeens on the Future Stars for the Pirates going to Mr. Alan White. Skeens, so nice you got him twice in a row. There you go, Alan. Mark Vientos for the Mets. Teodosio. Mikey Stanton on the Power Players. And Corey Seager. Shout out to our buddy Daniel Gates. His PC. Our not-so-sinister Gates. Great to see you this morning, my mustache marauder. How you doing there, Brandonio? All right, my dear friends, this is our last pack magics of break number 1, and we're busting into another one right behind this. So don't you go anywhere. Boston Bill Cormier, good morning, legend. Give me just a moment, and I'll check the sheet for you, buddy. Boston Bill, you have the White Sox. There you go, Boston Bill. White Sox, my friend. Excuse me, a little sippy. All right, last pack magic.
One down, one to go.
Good luck. Hey, Swag, what's up, bro? Good to see ya. How about Nicky Two Bags for the Fighting Phillies? Pete Fairbanks. Air Jordan on the Refractor for the Astros. Shout out to Kobe Luna. Big Ben Rice. Jeff McNeil. Lane Thomas. Otto Lopez. Corbin Burnson. Nasty Nestor for Milwaukee. Ryan Jeffers for Minnesota. 71 out of 99. And that goes to Mr. Ryan Fanger and the Twinkies. Tariq Screwball on the All-Etch for the Motor City Kitties. Javier Sanoja. Lawrence Butler for the Athletics. Back-to-back Athletics with Brent Rooker. Salvi for the Royals on the Refractor going to Allen. And Spencer Schwellenbach. Last but not least. There you go, legends. Break number 1 in the books. I am happy to show that, of course. We will do a recap like we typically do. Good morning, Santino. Good to see you, my friend. How you doing today, buddy? Joe, thank you for smacking the follow button. Appreciate you being here in the family, my friend. All right, let's do a little recap. So out of that box, folks, we have a Ryan Jeffers, 299. We have the Riley Green, 299. We have the Josh Hader, 299. And last but not least, the Bub Banger. Congratulations, Blake Juno. You win, brother. Roki Sasaki on the Redemption. And of course, buddy, if you want me to redeem this for you, I'm happy to do it. But if you want me to send it to you and you can redeem it, totally okay too. You just let me know there, Balake. That is a beautiful, beautiful card, my man. Chad says Twitch will not let you chat. That's bizarre. Are you getting an error message? Or will it just not let you chat? And I'm so sorry about that, Chad. All right, I'm happy to redeem that for you, Blake. Thank you, buddy. So I'm also slightly selfish because when I get to redeem these cards for you, I get to show them off to the family. So thank you for letting me do that. I appreciate it, buddy. And thank you for your patience in advance. We never know when redemptions are going to come in. But hopefully, it'll be pretty quick. Tops is really good about it. There you go. Is that 10-minute rule still there? So, Chad, it might be. Is it within the first 10 minutes that you have followed, or first 10 minutes that you have been over on Twitch? So if you have not smacked that follow button yet over on Twitch, there might be like a 10-minute cooldown. Possibly. But I think I turned that off. Last I checked anyway. That's super weird. But I appreciate you being a good sport, Chad. We'll get it figured out there, buddy. Boston Bill Cormier, you rock my face off. Thank you so much for the beautiful gifts over here on TikTok, my dude. All right, legends. Allow me just to spot a housekeeping here. And we're going to get into box number 2 of the morning. Box number 5. So if you would do me a solid, my friends, as always, go ahead and memorize the numbers that you have, or just go ahead and screenshot that list. Thank you so much, Kobe Luna. All right, legends. It is an auto. Yes, Blake. Yes, sir. And that's a big one, buddy. Should be numbered to 150. And Sasaki is no slouch. So congratulations, Balaka. You got a good one there, brother. All right, legends, let's randomize. Big shout out to our buddy Rachel for this handy dandy little dice tray. Love our Rachel. Lucky number 9. The love potion, number 9. That is 3 and 6. Kind of hard to see it, gosh dang it, but there you go. 9 it is. All right, I hope we have memorized that list or taken a screenshot, and thank you in advance for doing it. Let's go. Bob Mattingly, I appreciate you so much for doing that, my man, but would you do me a solid, Bob? Would you shoot me an email to Dalen@junkwaxvintage.com or support@junkwaxvintage.com so we can handle that behind the scenes. I truly appreciate that, Bob Mattingly. Thank you so much for being such a sweetie. That is very kind of you. Paying that one forward to the family. All right, let's randomize this little bad boy 3 times. Excuse me, 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and if you are so inclined, you can start trading your teams, right? Meow. There you go. I will give you a couple of minutes to take a gander at that list. My TikTokers, thank you as always for bearing with me for just a couple of minutes. I know it's not the most entertaining thing in the world, staring at a break sheet, but I try to give everybody the most opportunities to get the teams that they want. So thank you for your understanding. Folks, believe it or not, I am almost out of spicy water. I got to run down and grab some out of the real fridge. Give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I will be right back. There we go. Thank you, thank you. Looks like we might have a trade here. Man, I love spicy water. Beautiful. All right, looks like we do have a trade for the Rockies and the Astros. So Rockies are spot number 28. Astros are spot number 11. So Jeffro and Trevor Taylor. Jeffro, you have your Rockies. And Trevor Taylor, you have your Astros, my brother. There you go. Ah, very nice, Ray. Congratulations on those Seattle Mariners, buddy. Chad would like to trade Baltimore for Tampa if possible. I see that, Jeffro. But I appreciate you being a good sport. Thank you. Gulp Monster is asking Brian if he would like to trade with him. He has the Mets. I believe that's Brian Self, or maybe the Trolley Dodgers in spot number 21. I agree, Waylon. Thank you, buddy. Chad over here on TikTok says anything for Tampa Bay. And Jeffro, you have the Tampa Bay Rays in spot number 27. So Chad over here would like to trade you the Orioles if you want. All right, legends, we're going to give this about another 30 seconds or so. I will turn it around. Thank you, Brian Self. I appreciate it, bud. He will also trade for the Yankees. So Chad Clary, if you want to trade the Yankees for the Tampa Bay Rays, you are more than welcome. Right, excuse me. Yankees for the Orioles. So sorry. Trying to help our buddy Chad over here. Okay, Jeffro says, yeah, why not? Do it. I love it. Beautiful. So he will trade you the Tampa Bay Rays for the Orioles. So Jeffro, number 27, you're going to have the Orioles. And Chad, number 16, you have the Tampa Bay Rays, buddy. There you go, brother. Got you covered. My pleasure. I do my damnedest, Santino. And as I say almost every single day, my brother, it is this community that rocks the most. So we do have the best group of Gem Mint 10 human beings in the entire card hobby. And it is situations like this where you guys are all trading for each other's PCs. I think that is extremely heartwarming. You don't see that a whole lot in other communities. So thank you for making this community so special. All right, legends, I'm going to go ahead and start locking these in. If you want to screenshot that list, feel free to do so, because I'm going to turn it around in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I thank you in advance for giving me a couple of minutes to lock these in. Thank you so much, Weston. All right, Mr. Grigsby, the Fightin' Phillies. Chad Clary, the Yankees. Weston Kennedy, Tigers. Stephen Grigsby, number 4, the Cubbies. Alan White, number 5, the Cardinals. You can find me in St. Louis. Mr. Travis Graham, the Athletics. Looking for some Jacob Wilson. Bethany, number 7, the Boston Red Sox. Wes Dutson, number 8, the Blue Jays, my man. Bethany, number 9, the Pirates. Alan White, number 10, the Royals. Again, you got your PC team organically twice in a row. I think that might be a first time here in this family, Alan White. Congratulations, brother. Goodness gracious, sir. Go buy a lottery ticket, Alan White. You are absolutely killing it lately, my man. It is incredible. That's right, Mikey. I think he sold his soul at the crossroads. Alan White, your Kansas City Royals at number 10 again. I agree, Reese Lightning. I know Jim Cause. He says, shocker. I love you, brother. All right, Alan White, taking down your Royals. Beautiful. Jeff Rowe, you got the Rockies. Chad Clary, number 12. You got the Guardians, 1987 Patriot. Bryant Steely Dan, number 13. The Gigantes. That is correct, Travis. And ladies and gentlemen, can we get the warm junk wax vintage welcome to Executive Life? Our buddy, Mr. Travis Graham, who has the Athletics. Nice to have you over here on Twitch. And there we go. Thank you so much, Chad. So I think it was a 10-minute cooldown, my friend. I think that must still be set. So I'll share with you folks real quick. There's a reason I had to do that, unfortunately. A lot of my OGs remember we got raided by a big content creator, and he had hundreds of people that were coming over into our chat that were spewing all kinds of nastiness. Like real bad stuff. Real bad. Stuff that I would never repeat. And so I had to take some security precautions. What I had to do is basically make a 10-minute cooldown for anybody who is not followed to chat here on Twitch. Thank you, Corey Beta. You remember. That's right, Jeff Rotel. You remember too. So that's why we have that 10-minute cooldown, is for situations like that. Gosh dang it. Because as we get bigger, there's going to be knuckleheads out there that try to bring us down. Believe it or not. There are people out there that are so unhappy that all they do is sit at home and try to bring others down. To me, that is absolutely astonishing. My brain doesn't work that way. But it is very surprising that there are some people out there like that. So you got to live in the world we have, not the one that we want. That is correct, Dylan. Yep. All right, Mr. Borkhart. First break magic, taking down the Angels. Thank you, Eric. Alan White, number 15, WKRP in Cincinnati. I have now made friends with that creator, believe it or not. And his community is a lot better to us. His name is Marky Next Door on YouTube. Marky Next Door. He's not that big, but he's bigger than we are. Nick Johnston, number 17, the Padres. So believe it or not, he was not trying to do anything bad. He was just trying to buy into our breaks. But he had my show up on his show. So people were coming over to my show, trying to buy into breaks. But there was also a bunch of knuckleheads that started talking a whole bunch of terrible, terrible stuff, because that dude has a very weird community. It's super weird. So I like that guy very much. Marky is a nice fella. You're right. Mikey won. You are correct. So to be very clear, don't go over there and start throwing shade at him. It was not his fault. But he had like 3,000 people that were watching in that moment, and he put my show up on his live. So all of a sudden we got flooded with a bunch of weird people that were saying all kinds of weird stuff. It was super crazy. I had never experienced anything like that. All right, Rick Thompson, number 18, the Brew Crew. We live and learn though, right? So yeah, want to be a content creator. Number 19, the Marlins, for Luke Neal. Alan White, number 20, Minnesota. Ryan Self, number 21, Los Trolley Dodgers. Matt Ricciardelli. And Matt, did I pronounce that correctly? Ricciardelli. Matt Ricciardelli. Number 22, White Sox. Jim Cause, number 23, the Nationals, my man. To the OG of the family. John Clunan, my favorite rhubarb. Number 24, Atlanta Braves. Alan White, number 25, the Texas Rangers. Dylan Pye, also known as Pyotr Kochetkov, number 26, the Mets. Dylan and the Mets. Jeff Rotel, you got the Orioles, my brother. Trevor Taylor, you got your Astros. Somebody bang a trash can. Ray Wells, number 29, my Seattle Mariners, you lucky ducky. Shout out to the Mountain Dew Dad and Zach Baxter, last but definitely not least, with the Diamondbacks in number 30. There you go, folks. If you would do me a solid, take a gander at that list and let me know if it is accurate. I see you there, Rami. Benny and the Jets. Shout out to Elton John. Why, thank you, Kaysen. Appreciate the kind words, buddy. Thank you so much, Jeffro. Eric Davidson, yes, there is a way to rewatch our breaks. And I'll show you. So all you have to do, my friend, is head over to YouTube. If you go to YouTube, type in Junk Wax Vintage, all one word, and use that exact date format. So put in any date, month, date, and year using backslashes. So very specifically, you cannot use periods, you cannot use dashes, it has to be backslashes. But if you, for example, if you type in 7/22/25, it'll bring up yesterday's shows. Should come right up for you. Thank you for asking, Mr. Davidson. Amber, Alan got the Reds and Royals twice in a row. That's crazy. I know, Amber. I know it. Mr. Tripp, yes, rest in peace to Ozzy Osbourne. I've seen you type that a few times, my friend. You're absolutely right. Eric Davidson, hey, you are so welcome, my man. No worries, brother. It's also sometimes a surprise when you get them in the mail. It is wonderful to see you, Eric. Hope you had a great vacation, my friend. Dustin Johnson, thank you for smacking the follow button. All right, folks. Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate you being transparent there, my good man. All right, legends. Straight Jazz, welcome back, buddy. Excellent to see you again. All right, legends. For possibly the final time this morning, you know what we must do. We shout, grippeth. And we shout, rippeth. Good luck to each and every one of you. I hope I find you something nice. Thank you, Chadley. Thank you, Amber. I always appreciate the positivity of my homie. Empty box. Pack number 4, ectomy. Okie dokie. Let's do it. Vámonos. Y buena suerte. Good luck. En español. Mr. Jason Weddle, good morning, buddy. How we doing, Jason? Happy Wednesday morning, my man. And legends, we are up over 50,000 likes this morning on TikTok. I cannot thank you enough, my dear friends, for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. That is an astonishing number of likes. Damn. Thank you so much. Let's see if we can't make it to 100 this morning. All right, we start out with Adolis, Gustavo Campero, Tokanowitz, DJ Hertz, Royce Lewis for Minnesota, Luis Severino for the Athletics. There you go, Travis Graham on the Prism Refractor. How about Mr. Paul Skeens on the Fortune 15? There you go, Pirates. Anthony Santander, Andrew Vaughn. Ooh, for the Pirates, numbered to 150, Brian Reynolds rap on the Blue Refractor. Julio Rodriguez for our Seattle Mariners, going to Mr. Ray Wells. Felicidades, Ray. That is a tarjeta bonito. Beautiful, beautiful card there, my man. John Kensey Noel chucking some lumber. Freddie Freeman. And there's our autograph for the Gigantes, numbered to 250. Congratulations, Steely Dan. Bryant, that one's all you, brother. 140 out of 250 on the Spencer Bivens. Shout out to Belle Biv DeVoe. Your 2023 Rookie of the Year, shout out to Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko, Mr. Corbin Carroll. And Drew Thorpe for the White Sox. Heck of a first round there, family. Miss Amber Wright says he just pitched a great game. Excellent. I can't say I saw that one, gosh dang it. Dan T, hey, good morning. Rami Gloria says, giveaway time? What do you mean there, my friend? All right, sleeve it and top load your autograph. There you go. All right, round one in the books. Let me snag myself a little sippy. Cheers, my friends. Prost. Pinkies up because we're fancy. Congratulations, Steely Dan. That's a nice one, good buddy. All righty, round two. And of course, folks, we will refresh that shop as soon as we are done with this break. And we'll see where we're at. I think we might have some time for some more family rips if they are there. But of course, my friends, I have a heroic number of cards to pre-grade. So if there are no more family rips, that's okay too. We will be back tonight. Same junk time, same junk channel. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, we start off with the luscious lip curtain of Mr. Spencer Strider. JT Realmuto, shout out to Mikey1, is PC. Adley Rushman on the all etch. Brian Hayes, always a parte with Cattell Marte. Gavin Lux on the Prism Refractor for WKRP in Cincinnati. Tomoyuki Shigano, Ty Madden. JJ Bidet for the Athletics. Schneeman. Brooks Lee for Minnesota, rookie Fortune 15. Brandon Nimmo, Tylon. Atraves El Baso, Brady Basso. Hold the Kobe Mayo for the Orioles. And that one goes to Jeffro on the rookie 1990 refractor. And Zandy from the Netherlands. Last but not least, Marissa Espain. Thank you so much for smacking the follow button and welcome to the family. Mr. Hawkins says that Bo Jackson break last night was epic. You are telling me, my friend. Congratulations to everybody that got some juice in that one. That was a truly fantastic break. And we are getting some more Bo Jackson's Battle Arena. Just going to be a few days. There you go, Mikey. That's right. Real Muto. Okie dokie, family. Round three. Bregman. Still looking weird in a Bo Sox uniform, in my humble opinion. Francisco. Chucking some lumber for the Mets. Willie Wagner on the rookie refractor for the Blue Jays. Grant Holmes with his locks of love. Dansby Swanson, Mallory's husband. Connor Wong on the Prism refractor for the Bo Sox. Adolis on the 1990 throwback for our Texas Rangers. And that one goes to Mr. Alan White on the refractor. Josh Bell, Griffin Conine. We have a negative refractor for Bienvenidos a Miami. Shout out to Luke Neal and the Marlins on the negative refractor. Wyatt Langford for our Texas Rangers on the Future Stars. Cameron Meisner for Tampa Bay. Gunnar Henderson. Dylan Dingler. Air Jordan on the Power Players. There you go, Bubba. And Nick York for the Pirates, rookie. Last but not least. And Pirates go to Bethany in this one. All right, folks, this is our last base pack magic. Mr. Bresnan, any good Wood cards yet? So not out of Topps Chrome, but we have found some ridiculous cards for James Wood out of other things. We found a first on print to 35 booklet out of National Treasures. That was huge. We have also found a couple of other really low numbered James Wood cards. Baron, there is 1 autograph guaranteed per box. All right, round 4. We have a Garrett Mitchell for the Brew Crew. Zach Wheeler. Why am I saying Wheeler? Weird. Cool Whip. Will Beaton. Edgardo Enriquez. Bryce Terang. The Pasquatch for the Royals. Tyler O'Neill on the Prism Refractor for the Orioles. There you go, Jeffro. Kevin Alcantara for the Cubbies. Alcantara so nice you got him twice in a row. Pretty sweetie. Andres Jimenez. Color match for the Blue Jays. That's better. Number to 150. Beautiful. Acuna Matata on the All Etch. Brandon Lau. Ezekiel. Jairo Arriarte. Jaron Duran on the Power Players for Baston. And Zach Nito Cabito. Last but not least for the Angels. Raymond, good morning. Conrad Arsenault says, ever got some good Ichiro cards? Yes, we have. We actually pulled an Ichiro autograph just a couple of weeks ago. Yes, sir. All right, let me sleeve this one up real quick, and let's get into our pack number 4s. Mr. Hume, this is box number 5. We already did box number 4, brother. We just finished that one a few minutes ago. So sorry I missed that, Guthrie. But it is great to see you over there on Facebook, buddy. Oh, hell yeah. Joe Hawkins. Is that you, buddy? Is that JR making the switch to Twitch? Another OG of the family? Thank you, Jeffro. I agree. Jason Hawkins. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that, buddy. We actually have a Joe Hawkins that's been part of this family since I was streaming in the closet for a handful of people. But it is wonderful to have you over here as well, Jason. Thank you for making the switch, buddy. And Legends, if we could get that warm Junk Wax Vintage welcome to Mr. Hawkins, I would be very appreciative. And by the way, Mr. Hawkins, I see that you're a Twitch Prime user. Well, I don't know if you're aware, my friend, but that blue crown next to your name symbolizes that you can actually subscribe to this channel for free if you want. Never any pressure. It would be cool if you could. All right. Your home run derby champ from last year, Teoscar Hernandez. Alec Boom for the Fightin' Phillies. Josh Lau on the refractor for the Rays. Maury Povich's nephew, Cade. Just kidding. The Polar Bear, Michael Hellman. Adley Rushman on the refractor. Lars Nootbaar, the proud owner of the most Scandinavian name in all of baseball, but plays for Team Japan. Jaron Duran. Manny Machado. Kodai Senga for the Mets. Kodai and the Mets. Kodai and the Mets. Kumar Rocker. Hunter Greedy. Back-to-back Reds with Spencer Steer. Xavier Edwards for the Marlins on the refractor, going to Mr. Neal. And last but not least for the White Sox, Miggy Vargas. Finishing that one off. There you go, my dear friends. Another juicy Junk Wax Vintage family break in the books. I did see that, Kaysen. Yes, sir. That happened a little while back, but you're absolutely right. All right, little recap here, folks. The numbered cards, we got 2 of them numbered to 150. The Brian Reynolds wrap for the Pirates. And that one goes to Bethany Inman. Nice one, Bethany. Andres Jimenez for the Blue Jays. That goes to Wes Dutson. And that is 82 out of 150. And last but not least, Spencer Bivens. And that goes to Bryant Steely Dan. Congratulations, my brother. Excellent. Oh, hell yeah. Amber Wright just made the switch to Twitch and hit that subscription button, Prime style, for the 2nd month. Cannot thank you enough, Amber. And Legends. Miss Amber. And who else was it? There was somebody else, too, that triggered that magnificent, wonderful Wednesday morning. As always, my beautiful, beautiful friends, if you want to take this hype train to a magnificent hype train level 6, I have one final hitbox. And if you want to give that away this morning, I would love to. Threaten me with a good time. Mr. Hawkins, cannot thank you enough for that comment, my man. That means more to me than you will ever know. So I'll share with you, folks. I actually care about this community more than I do sports cards. I love sports cards, of course. We all love them. That's what brings us together. But the cohesiveness of this community is what I care about the most. And those comments like that, brother, are very, very helpful. I appreciate that, bud. Nice to have you. So one of the best compliments that I've ever gotten on this show, folks, is when people tell me that this is more than just a card show. Because I think you're absolutely right. This is a way that we start the morning together almost every single day. And I have said it before, folks, and I will say it again. I truly believe that it is impossible to go out there and have anything less than a stellar day when you started it right here in the front yard. So if you are new here, folks, might want to smack that follow button if you haven't already. Why, thank you, Battleworks. Good morning, my dude. Great to see you. Andrew freaking Doney. Good to see you, AFD. Making my morning as always. How you doing, big man? Allow me just a moment for a spot of housekeeping here, legends. And we are at Hype Train Level 1, 68% with 2 minutes to go. All right, all right. Let's refresh that shop real quick, shall we? Caleb, did your football spot get opened last night? That's a great question, my friend. So just to let you know, Caleb, if you have created an account at junkwaxvintage.com, you are more than welcome to go back and you can look at the purchases that you have made. And you should be able to see if those have been ripped. Which break were you in there, Caleb? I'm going to have to check for you, buddy. Allow me just a moment here, folks. I appreciate you bearing with me. Thank you. Okay, so you got into the 6-box half case break of Score Football, my brother. And you got the Ravens. And that one has not broken yet. That one still has some spots open. All right, all right. Let me refresh that shop real quick, legends. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. Rami Gloria says, is there a JWV fantasy football draft? That's a great question. There has been a couple of times that members of this community have started their own draft, basically, and they call it a JWV family fantasy. I got to be honest, I am far too busy to manage that and to govern that. So if there is somebody out there that wants to do an official JWV fantasy football, you are more than welcome to do so. Thank you in advance. Hey, no worries, Caleb. I got your back, buddy. All right, legends. It does look like the hype train might be pulling into the station at Hype Train Level 1, but I am nothing but grateful. Thank you so very, very much, my dear friends. Like I've said before, it is the gifts that we see over there on TikTok. It is the hype trains that we have here on Twitch that are the true MVPs of this entire venture. Because without those hype trains, without those TikTok gifts, I don't know if I'd be here doing this with you. So as always, my dear friends, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Okie dokie. It does not look like we have any family rips up here at the moment. Let me double check. Mr. Isley was the last one with that Fanatics blaster out of our sealed case. So folks, I think that's it. But I think we do have some break spots to lock in. Allow me just a momentum. Mr. Alan White, I see the pre-grades. Thank you so much, good sir. Steely Dan, I see the pre-grade as well. Excellent. On the T-Law and the other one. Grandma's Linoleum on the Sartillery. That was the other one. So both of those have been submitted for pre-grading. Thank you so much, Bryant. Got you locked in there, buddy. Nick, thank you so much for the reminder, my man. I truly appreciate that. I need all the help I can get when it comes to X, gosh dang it. But I will do that. Thank you, Nick. And good morning, Captain Morgan. Great to see you this morning, my bro. There you go, Sean Brewer. My man. Wes Dutson, if you're taking off today, buddy, have a wonderful remainder of your Wednesday. And I hope to see you back here tonight, legend. Thank you as always, Wes. Good morning, Lonnie. Great to see our resident rock star. Conrad Arsenault has a question. He says, in your opinion, what is the best product for baseball for a beginner? I'm only into hockey right now. So that's a great question, Conrad. If I was going to get into baseball today, I would probably go for like a Top Series 1, Top Series 2. Topps Chrome is always good. That's probably where I would start. Glennon, good morning. Great to see you, brother. Kevin Clark, top of the day to you, good buddy. Excellent to see you, you handsome son of a gun. You are very welcome, Conrad. Happy to answer questions like that, buddy. Okie dokie. So, folks, I think we have reached the end of our morning show. Captain Morgan says, where should I reach out to you about possibly sending one of my cards you pulled yesterday to get graded? Should I find you on Discord or Facebook? Facebook is probably best, Captain Morgan, if you can. Absolutely right, Mikey. Thank you so much, good sir. So, Legends, it has been 2 hours and 27 minutes of awesome. I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for hanging out with little old me this morning. Now, keep in mind, folks, we do have an outro jingle, and I would love you to hear it. But just to let you know, my friends, we've got some cool stuff coming in today. So, might want to keep your eyes peeled to junkwaxvintage.com. We will have some more breaks up, probably about 15 minutes after I'm done with this show. Takes me a few minutes to put those up. So thank you in advance. We will have more 2025 Topps Chrome. I believe we're getting a case, possibly today, of 2025 Donruss Baseball. Fourth case. So we will have some more of that up there in the shop. I believe we're getting some new retail rips also. So might want to keep your eyes peeled up there, folks, because sometimes some of those retail products, we're only able to get one. So keep your eyes peeled to junkwaxvintage.com. Miss Bethany, I'm so sorry. But Bethany, keep in mind, my friend, you are always welcome to head over to YouTube. And all you have to do is type in Junk Wax Vintage and the date of the show that you're looking for. Junk Wax Vintage, all one word, the date using backslashes. Thank you so much, Miss Bethany. So I actually love watching replays over there on YouTube. I think YouTube is the best platform to watch replays, in my humble opinion. Thank you, Nick. Smokey, great to see you again this morning. Mr. Brewer, thank you, Christian. All right, legends. As always, before we head off on this wonderful Wednesday, I need you to do me a favor today. I need you to do me a solid. So first and foremost, my dear friends, on this marvelous miércoles, on this happy hump day, when you're out there in all your daily dealings today, do your absolute best to be good to yourselves. You know, all of us use that inner monologue, you know? And when you do that, it's very important that you try to be your own best cheerleader sometimes. Try to pump yourself up instead of pushing yourself down. Always remember, folks, it all starts up here. So your thoughts eventually become your actions. Your actions eventually become your lifestyle. Your lifestyle, after long enough, becomes everything. Literally everything. So it really all starts with keeping positive up here. So as difficult as it might be, please be good to yourselves today. Secondly, be good to the people around you. Do your damnedest to practice the heck out of that golden rule. Now, unfortunately, my friends, I know what you're going to say. Uncle Junk Wax. Those other human beings out there, sometimes they suck. I know. You don't have to tell me. But unfortunately, my friends, our world, and especially this card hobby that we love so much, at times can be chock full of a-holes. We do not need any more. We're all set in the a-hole department. What we do need is kindness, patience, tolerance, and empathy. And you legend, you have the power to be the change that you want to see in the world today. I have faith in you. So no matter how difficult those other human beings might make it, do your best to try to give people a little bit of slack today. You know, personally, how I do it, and it took a long time, didn't happen overnight. How I do it is I imagine that every human being that I come in contact with is having the absolute worst day of their entire life. And I treat them accordingly. You can ask Mikey 1. He has literally listened to it on the phone. Unintentionally. So, be good to yourselves. Be good to the people around you. And doggone it, do your damnedest to maintain that attitude of gratitude lastly. So, folks, if you were born here in North America, especially, if you've got a car that runs, if you've got a roof over your head, if you are healthy-ish, if you've got children that are healthy, if you've got family that cares about you and loves you, if you've got family that trusts you. For some time, I did not. But luckily, that was 15 years ago. So, if you have any of those things, folks, you absolutely have a short list of things to be grateful for. So remember, my friends, on some days, that list is longer than others, of course. But there's always something. So instead of trying to be spiteful over things that you have not received yet, try to be grateful for the things that you have received. Think about what you do have instead of what you don't have, right? And remember, folks, there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people out there today that are drinking dirt, that are eating leather because they don't have food, right? We have first world problems here. So always remember, my friends, that those people out there would probably instantly unalive somebody if they were offered to trade places with you. Act accordingly. So TLDR there, folks. Be good to yourselves. Be good to the people around you. And practice that golden rule. And practice that attitude of gratitude. And have a absolutely wonderful remainder of your Wednesday. Thank you so much, Nick. Thank you, Mr. Brewer. Thank you, Jeffro. Absolutely right, my man. Thank you again, Miss Bethany. Thank you, Mikey 1. Love you, brother. I cannot thank you enough, Richard, my Pacific Northwest pal. Thank you as always, my man. Cooper, thank you for the follow. Urban and Jay. Good to see you, Petey and Jay. Always a pleasure. Buenos dias. Mr. Hernandez, thank you so much for smacking that follow button. The Kid Bry, thank you. That is correct, certified bro. That is a Griffey Autograph 10, 1989 Upper Deck. Brian, I appreciate that so much, my man. Excellent. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mr. Arman. All right, legends. The Griffey Auto is not for sale, Mr. Melcher, but I appreciate you asking, buddy. All right, folks. Thank you again for another absolutely wonderful Wednesday. And we are going to take this energy into tonight because we get to do it all over again. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, my dear friends. And I hope to see you all then. Enjoy your outro and some smoochies. Oh, come on. Really?
It was a wonderful Wednesday.
Here we go. Slowing it down.
It was a wonderful Wednesday.
Yes, it was.
What a ride we had. Dalen pulled
Why
fire.
is it stopping?
And the hits were rad.
You guys can't hear that, right?
The legends came through.
I don't know why it's stopping.
With good
in the middle of the
vibes
song.
and grace.
That is so bizarre. It's still playing.
And
oh,
Mrs.
you can hear
Junk
it.
Wax had the sword.
Okay, good. I just can't. That is super
place.
weird. Okay, cool.
We ripped through the packs.
Shut up.
Shared laughs all around. The JWV joy. You know it's profound. So thanks for the love from start to the end.
Oh, we cannot hear it over on TikTok.
See
we can
you
hear it
tonight.
on Twitch. That is super
I'll
weird.
be
I can't hear it
family
either.
and
Gosh dang it.
friends.
Oh, thanks for bearing with me on that one, folks. That was super bizarre. Well, legends,
Wednesday morning.
over here on TikTok, thank you as always for hanging out with me today. I truly appreciate you. I will fix the jingle issue. I'll have that fixed for tonight. Jay and Perban, have a wonderful Wednesday, my friends. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around. Lego Man, stay frosty. We'll see you later.
It was sunny and timey.
Goodbye to all my TikTokers. Hey, thank you so much, Jay. Have a wonderful day, folks.
Little T-Boy, all you south of me. And I love you, but you never can be. We ripped through the packs, shared laughs all around. The JWV joy, you know it's profound.
All right,
so thanks for the love from start to the end.
Weird.
See you tonight, hobby, family, and friends. That's a wrap on wonderful Wednesday morning. Oh, wonderful Wednesday morning. Shared laughs all around. That JWV joy, you know it's profound. So thanks for the love,
my man,
from start to the end. See you tonight, hobby, family, and friends. That's a wrap on wonderful Wednesday morning. Wonderful Wednesday morning.
All right, there you go, legends. Beautiful. All right, folks. Thank you so very much for hanging in with me till the very, very end. Much love right back at you, Jeffro.
Did we miss Baywatch?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
And I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night, yeah.
Oh my.
After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob.
Oh, wow.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Come out, Craig. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
My friends, my family, you already know this absolutely wonderful Wednesday from start to finish deserves.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Ooh, yeah.
I am humble in general. I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, I got that Ric Flair. Woo! I got that Ric Flair.
Come out, Craig.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. All right, you maniacs, in the best of ways. Go out there, have a wonderful Wednesday. I appreciate you more than you will ever know. Thank you to my family watching over there on YouTube and Kick. Love you as well. Have a wonderful Wednesday. That is an order. And we'll see you back here in just a few hours, folks. Thank you again. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around. Much love and respect.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Bye-bye.